What was I going to say? Oh, I beat the hell out of Donald Trump. I beat Donald Trump in the manner that I beat Barack Obama and George Bush, because they're all a coalition who's bound together through interdependence. So I beat Barack Obama because I had to defend myself. Barack Obama was recruited to be the henchman who would do whatever he had to do to break me. That was Barack Obama's purpose. George Bush and, Bill Clinton and George Bush had been attacking me already since the beginning of Bill Clinton's presidency. They had been attacking me energetically and strenuously. So then George Bush was attacking me, and I was attacking George Bush's global war on terror. And George Bush recruited, with the help of the British, I was attacking George Bush and Tony Blair. And then they said, let's recruit an African American to break this guy, Paul Gaskin, because he's not pure white himself, and we don't. They thought I was accusing them as a self-aware African American, but I'm not. I'm white, but I have a small fraction of African heritage. So, and I was not aware of it, that I had any African heritage. So they thought I was a self-aware African American activist. And they said, let's have an African American president to break this African American radical, because he's trending towards becoming a Muslim radical African American or something like that. And I thought I was white, pure white. So then they recruited Barack Obama to break me. And he hurt me bad. And then I gradually defeated Barack Obama. And my main, my most effective narratives against Barack Obama to defeat Barack Obama was denying racial slavery. First, I said the Jews are going to attack me. The Jewish men are going to attack me if I start fighting the African Americans. And I really ought to fight the African American leaders, because they've really damaged me. They hurt me. So it was like getting punched in the nose and kicked in the balls and punched in the stomach all at once. And then stripped naked and thrown out of the dance club, stripped naked. Well, I don't want to say that, because the bouncers didn't rough me up at all in any of the dance clubs in New York. The bouncers didn't beat me up. They didn't threaten me, and they didn't steal anything from me. So anyway, I'm saying Clinton, Bush, Obama, they're like the bouncers in a bigger club, and they hurt me. And so then I said, I got to fight the African American leaders, and the Jewish men are going to attack me. So first I denied there was any Holocaust of Jews. Several years later, I found the weakness of the African American tyrants. I said there was no racial slavery of Africans. And I wasn't convinced of it at the time I said it, but then I proved it. I put some time over weeks and months, and I don't know if I went more than a year, but I found the answer. It's in gender social theory. And I had been reading about the complaints of divorced men who had been abused by the divorce court and deprived of access to their children in a way which was unfair and excessive, and also deprived of property at the same time as they were deprived of access to their children, deprived of any custody of their children, except for maybe on weekends. I don't know. They were getting bullied by the divorce courts. And I thought about also men were being accused of rape, men who were dating the women who accused them, and they were popular men, but it was fake because the women were actually trying to enhance the perception of the masculinity of those men. So they didn't always know it, and some people would say, "Hey, that's not fair. You're accusing him of being a rapist." Well, it's a temporary elevation of the perception of their masculinity to be accused of being a rapist by an attractive young woman that they were dating. The accusation is date rape, and that's to put something on their resume. The rap sheet is their resume in America. They're what the police call the rap sheet. And so then later it can become a disadvantage for them, but it's temporarily an advantage. Anyway, false rape accusations. They were actually supposed to, when the president is looking like a queer, they kind of have a woman come out and say, "That man raped me," and then the president says, "I did not rape that woman," and then people see him as being more masculine, and that distracts from the fact that he's being perceived as a queer at that time. They're covering up for a revealing of some gay activity, gay receptive activity from their teenage years or their young adult years in college, when they had invariably an African American man up their butts. So then they say that the white man is a rapist, and that distracts from the fact that he was gay for an African American man in college or high school or whatever, or maybe both. Okay, so anyway, what happened is, these guys were all attacking me, Clinton, Bush, Obama, and then I defeated Barack Obama by saying there was no racial slavery of Africans. And what about Native Americans? White men are still evil because of exterminating Native Americans. And then I found out there were never any Native Americans. And the Spanish brought the majority of the Pacific Asian Americans. The Spanish brought them. I'm glad they're here, and I hope I can find a wife among their women. The Pacific Asian Americans were mostly brought by the Spanish from the Philippines archipelago. From the Philippines archipelago. So this is this is like punching. It's like dropping into the splits, and then Van Damme, he punches the guy in the balls. He does the splits, and then he punches the guy up in the balls, and it's like I punched Barack Obama in the balls. Boom, boom, like a karate master, like a ninja. There was no racial slavery of Africans, and there was no Native Americans. There was nobody here when the first people arrived in the American continents, and that was around 1500 or so, more or less. Could have been 1450, could have been 1490, I don't know. Anyway, so, and then also, global warming has not yet begun. That seems fairly clear, as it was explained by the Dr. Robert Moore, from former Greenpeace and an Australian geologist, especially I think the Australian geologist, Dr. Robert Fagan, and whatever. So those guys proved it, that there was never, that global warming has not yet begun. And these are things that it's a catastrophe for Barack Obama. And when Barack Obama is defeated, he was the guy whose job it was to destroy me. And Barack Obama was supposed to destroy me, and I defeated Barack Obama. By defeating Barack Obama, I defeated George Bush, I defeated Bill Clinton, I defeated Donald Trump, and I defeated Emperor Charles, and I defeated the leadership of the entire Anglo-American coalition. So I defeated them in a debate about history, and a debate about science, and a debate about modern history and history from hundreds of years ago. I completely defeated them, and I also defeated them arguably in a debate about anthropology, gender, social theory, racial interactions in history. So I've won completely, but you know what these oppressive men do? When you win the debate, they say attack him and make it look like he's not winning. Make him unhappy, deprive him, attack him, sabotage him, humiliate him, insult him, and attack him and oppress him. And then because he's starting to celebrate and our narrative is falling apart because he looks like he's winning. So we have to make him suffer so that people see him suffering. And then we say, then we will take credit for his victories. And then we will say, well, close that slavery exhibit over there. Yeah, shut that down. I don't care. I don't care about, he's copying me. He's attacking me while he's stealing credit for my achievement. And he's also calling me a racist. All these things. Donald Trump. He's a parasite. He's jealous of me. I got to end this video.